If the only time you drove aggressively was to get to the hospital, say to be there in time for a baby to be born, or more sadly, maybe you were trying to get there before someone passed and you had a chance to spend some time with them. But if only a hospital emergency is the reason you drove aggressively, what would you think of an aggressive driver as they pulled up behind you? You might think to yourself, they're on their way to the hospital. I better move out of the way or do whatever I can to allow them to get through, because I know the only reason people drive aggressively is because there's a health emergency that they need to tend to. Isn't that right? Well, that's not what we tell ourselves. That's not what we tell ourselves about any aggressive driver that's not us. Because, we have good intentions with these other jerks. Seriously. But when people are driving aggressively, we tell ourselves a story about them. We tell ourselves that they're just being a jerk. We tell ourselves they're not in a hurry for any good reason other than just be mean or aggressive or whatever it is we tell ourselves. But we tell that story. We don't wait for them to tell us. So the story we tell ourselves about the aggressive driver is based on how we see that. Let that sink in for a minute. I think it was George Carlin talked about, if somebody's driving slower than you, they're an idiot. If they're driving faster than you, they're a maniac. It's amazing we get anywhere with all the idiots and maniacs out there, right? So just thinking, if you had an opportunity to rethink the story you want to tell yourself when an aggressive driver comes up, just think they've got a kid in the hospital they're trying to get to, or they've got a kid maybe in their car that they're trying to take to the hospital, and they're too emotionally charged to be rational, and they're just trying to get somebody somewhere quickly. Again, it's the story you tell yourself. It's not what's happening, it's just the stories we say. Have a great day. Have a great, awesome Monday tomorrow. Tomorrow's Monday. Monday's the greatest day of the week. I'll definitely be posting about that soon. But have a great week and be amazing, like always.